Welcome to our listening and viewing audience, our Facebook Live audience, and those who will catch the replay to the 2021 edition of Pharside Pholios. We are kicking off our month-long celebration of African American children's and young adult literature with a special series of author interviews along with our daily posts. So today's special guest is author Shanita Allen. Shanita Allen is the author of the Let's Go Dreaming children's book series, which inspires young minds to dream big and allows readers to see the world through the eyes of Little Ari and her talking dog, Pepper. The Let's Go Dreaming series is a collection of 9 books that teach lessons about acceptance, diversity, friendship, special needs, and bullying. Shanita is a board-certified behavior analyst with a Master of Science degree in applied behavior analysis from the Florida Institute of Technology and a bachelor's degree in psychology from Florida State University. She has 17 years of experience serving individuals with developmental disabilities. She's a native Floridian and loves to travel. She's visited several countries around the world, including China, Spain, and Denmark. And one of her books, Let's Go Dreaming, Journey to Paris, was inspired by her trip to France. So we're excited to have Miss Shanita Allen with us on today. Hello, how are you doing, Miss Allen?
I'm good, Monica. How are you?
I am great and just so excited to introduce you and talk to you about this book. I had to get my own copy.
Thank you.
And definitely will support, and the character reminds me of my nieces and nephews, and those instilling those moments with them. So I'll just hit a couple of questions for you. What was the inspiration for Sleep Tiny Dreamer?
I just wanted to encourage children to in themselves, number one. Sleep Tiny Dreamer, as you know, it's a bedtime story, and it poses a question: where are you going to go when you dream? So not just while you're asleep and dream, but while you're awake. So it's just different scenarios on, where are you going to climb a mountain? Are you going to be an artist? Are you going to, write a song? So I just wanted to have something cute and colorful, just to encourage our young minds to just dream and just to think of all the possibilities on where they can go when they just not only dream while they're asleep, but dream while they're awake. So, and that starts with believing in themselves and having confidence.
So what was your writing process for this story?
All of my books were written at the beach. So I would just go and, it's just something about like being near the ocean and just being out in nature where I was just able to just tap into that creativity, and the words would just flow. So I would just go to the beach, listen to some relaxation music and, listen to the waves and, feel the breeze, and just the words would just flow. So every time I went to the beach, I basically wrote a book. And I wrote all 8 of the books, because I started off with 8 and then I went back and wrote a 9th one. So I wrote all 8 of the books in the course of 2 months.
Wow. So did you go through a traditional publisher? Did you self-publish?
I self-published. Yep. That was always my plan A, was just to self-publish. And I have to be honest, initially it was because I had a fear of rejection from, submitting my work to traditional publishing companies and them saying, oh, you're not good enough. But then I did get up the confidence, and I actually did submit to several different publishing companies. The process was just way too long, though. I said, you know what? I don't want to wait. I'm ready to publish my book, so let me just go ahead and just do it on my own. And I am loving every minute of it.
That's an awesome and a word of encouragement to all of those aspiring authors out there that you can really do this.
Yes.
You can really,
Yes.
get your work out and get your project out, especially if you have a passion and a love for just for the your subject matter. And just hearing you talk about dreaming and the possibilities that you want, children to pick up from hearing and turning the pages of the stories and hearing the stories read aloud to them. It's it's amazing. It's really amazing, and just a strong word about empowering young minds and expanding young minds to think beyond the limits of their present or the limits, that society or their community may place on them. That they can see endless possibilities through their
Yes.
dreams. So,
Yes, absolutely.
well, do you have a favorite line from your story, or
I do, and it's the page where the character is in the star. So it goes, "Will you be a hero, brave, and save the world tonight, or will you dance among the stars and grace them with your light?" So that is my favorite part about
oh,
just that page. Yes, dancing
yes,
among the stars and gracing the stars with your light, because we
yes,
all are stars and we all have that power to just shine bright, and just when we're living in our I guess just being our authentic selves and reaching for our dreams, we do shine. So that is my favorite part of the book, and I always want to encourage all the children that I do read, for adults as well, because even though we write children's book, they still have a message in there for adults as well. So we all need to just aspire to be whatever it is we set our minds to, and just to dream, and just to know that there are no limits.
So now, since this was so this book is the first, right, in the series.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So,
Yes.
why do you feel dreams are so important for young children?
I think that um, sometimes children can just be distracted by the things that go on in their present environment, whether it's on television or social media, or just the things that they see other people doing, and they might get discouraged and think that they're incapable of doing certain things just based on what other people tell them or what they see. So I think it's just important for them to be able to have that confidence, to believe in themselves, and just to reach for whatever goals they set their mind to. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are, your socioeconomic status, whether you're a boy, you're a girl, your color, race, religion, it doesn't matter. If you believe in yourself and you have that confidence, that's the only thing that that makes the difference. So it's important for children to understand that, because there's a lot of just negativity that is out there in the world, today, and that's probably not gonna go, probably not gonna go away. There's always going to be somebody that has something negative to say to try to discourage us. So I think it's important for children to just have that, that foundation of, hey, I can be whatever I want to be, because my mother told me, my father told me, my aunt, my uncle, whoever read me this book, and they inspired me to just believe in myself. So it's extremely important, because these children have so much potential if we just allow them to just tap into it.
So, how does your, work, what you've done as far as your training and your background, contribute um, to your concepts and ideas for writing?
Well, I work with individuals with developmental disabilities, like you mentioned, and there's just a wide range of I guess you would say, functioning level. So some of them, are capable of getting jobs, where some of them aren't. They need more assistance with learning how to care for themselves. Just allowing them to have that confidence and believe in themselves that, whatever that they're trying to reach, as long as they are actively trying to achieve them, then that is definitely something that is a possibility. And I actually do have a book, it's later on in the series, that talks more specifically about developmental disabilities. And in that particular book, there is an individual in there who can't speak properly. He can't speak clearly. And, it's basically his brother is the one who is trying to assist him to be able to communicate more effectively. And then when he does end up speaking, he makes the comment that, I'm glad you didn't give up on me, and you helped me to be able to communicate. And if people look at me and think that I'm not smart, but that's not the case. I'm just misunderstood, So it's all a matter of just kind of relating to the individual and trying to meet them where they are and be able to help them grow from there.
Okay, I'm definitely intrigued by that book just because my background is speech language pathology and I'm school-based.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's
I was
awesome.
school-based speech language pathologies, and when you just said, "Oh, he had a problem speaking," it just like my ears popped up. I was like, "Oh my God, there's a character that I can pull
Oh,
and
yes.
share with my kids."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, thank you, thank you.
You're
That is so awesome. That's so awesome."
welcome.
And so our kids of our children of all disabilities and abilities need to have those images that they can connect with and have those stories that they relate to, where they see themselves just as any other child. So
Right.
thank you for making that a part of your series. So tell us, do you have it? Can you give us a teaser about any future projects that you might be working on?
Yes. So as you mentioned, Sleep Tiny Dreamer is the very first book in the series. So that's more of like a go to sleep type of lull your baby to sleep bedtime story. Book number 2 released in June of 2020. That one's called What is a Dream? So that is when we actually introduce the main characters, which is Ari and her talking dog, Pepper. So Pepper wants to know what is a dream, and Ari explains it to her through the 5 senses. What do dreams look like? What do dreams sound like? What do they taste like, smell like? It reveals a magical formula for you to create your own dream. And I'm currently in the process of getting book number 3 illustrated. So that should be out, hoping April. So in that particular book, Ari and Pepper basically take a tour of the galaxy. They go up into the stars and they meet the planets, and they do some really fun stuff while they're up there.
Wow, I am excited about following this series and following the adventures of Ari and Pepper to see the endless possibilities of what's going to happen with this character, and definitely with starting with Sleep Tiny Dreamer, this could be a series that children are able to grow up with. So
that is my hope. That is definitely my hope. So I'm hoping that, and I would love to be on every child's bookshelf. That's the dream. But, just as many young minds that I can touch as possible. And like I said, even adults as well, because I'm still currently behavior analyst. I've been doing this for 17 years, but I didn't tap into what one of my dreams was until 3 years ago, when I started back writing, because I loved writing when I was younger, but it wasn't until 2018 that I got back into it. So you are never too old to pursue your dreams.
And look, we can put a pin right there and remind our audience, you heard it from the author. You are never too old to dream. So put a pin in that, put a sticky note as a reminder, put those words and frame them on your vision board.
That's right.
Look, that's a tweetable moment right there. That's a tweetable moment right there. But you
Yes.
remember that you're never too old to dream.
Mhm.
Now, not only is the book available, but there is also a coloring book.
Yes,
It's a coloring
ma'am.
book. So how did that come about?
I wanted to give the children something more interactive to go along with each book. You know, I love reading. I love reading to the children. I love that the children love reading books and seeing the pictures, but I also wanted them to have something to do so where they can feel more connected to the story and engage more, able to color each of the illustrations. So in this, the first two books, it is the exact same book as the regular book. So it's just the regular book without the color. In future books, there's going to be activity books, activity/coloring books. So yeah, I wanted to give the children a way to connect with the story. And at the back of each book, there's like several different blank pages to where they can draw and depict what their own dreams are. So I thought it would be something fun to do because I love to color, even as an adult. It's relaxing.
Okay, parents. Okay, that means you need to bundle it. Okay, so what you're
Yes.
going to do is you're going to get your copy of the book and the coloring book. And guess what? You know, you can find those Crayola colors of the world with those
Yes.
melanated colors and work it out. And work it out and have an engaging time with your child as you know, share with them the possibilities, the endless possibilities of their dreams. So this is amazing that you're able to not only have a book, but also pair it with a coloring book that can really bring parents and children together and give them something to share and interactive to do. So that is a great plus. So I'm going to give you this closing question, and that says, I want to ask this: when I say representation matters, as you know, looking at the picture of Ari on the cover, what does that mean to you, especially for the story of Sleep Tiny Dreamer?
It is extremely important for children to have characters that look like them. When I was younger, I grew up in the 80s and there wasn't many African American characters in children's books.
Mm.
So I wrote the books that I wanted to read, you know, books that I wish I had when I was growing up. So it's super important for children to have characters with kinky hair and brown skin, you know, and girls, you know, because there's a lot of books out there with, you know, male characters. So I think it's important for the children to be able to connect with the character so that way they can see like, okay, well, this character can do it. They look like me, so maybe that means that I can do it too. You know, this character is exploring the world. She has all this confidence. You know, she's dancing among the stars. She's climbing mountains, you know, so that must be something that I can do too. So representation is a huge deal. It's of the utmost importance when you're talking about literature and relating to children.
Now, for our viewers and listeners and those who will catch the replay, can you tell us how they can connect and follow you on social media and how they can purchase your books?
Yes, so the books are available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, pretty much anywhere that books are available online. You can also purchase them through my website, which is www.letsgodreaming.com. There is where you can actually purchase autographed copies and the bundle deal as well. The coloring books are sold separately on any other platform, but on the website, there is an option for you to purchase them together, and everything purchased through the website is an autographed copy. And as far as social media, I am on Instagram as Let's Go Dreaming 11. So Let's Go Dreaming with the number 11. Facebook is Let's Go Dreaming, and Twitter is Let's Go Dreaming 1. So Let's Go Dreaming with just the number 1. So yeah, I'm all over the place. I would love to connect. So, just follow me, and, yeah, let's communicate.
All
I
right.
love posting pictures of my of the customers that I get. I love posting their pictures and, hearing their stories as well.
Awesome. So definitely I'm going to encourage my colleagues in education to pick up the book to add to their collection, especially, for my pre-K classroom.
Yes.
And my, early readers. Great book for early readers, beginning reads, and those key sight words that we see in the story that they're learning, and that's on their word wall chart for them to learn. They'll find some of they'll recognize some of the word wall words in this story, and be able to identify and read along. And so this is a great and amazing story. We want to get kids to dream and build their confidence, and see endless possibilities, that they can go as far as they want to go. They can be anything that they want to be. And we are so blessed and happy that we've been able to connect with you, Miss Allen.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here.
You on today. So remember all of her social media platforms on Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook, and connect with her on her website to see what she has coming with the series as the series unveils itself. And we're going to make sure that you stay connected and stay tuned to the Pharside Co-Ed Book Club Facebook page for more author interviews and posts as we celebrate African American children's and young adult literature during the month of February. So until next time, many roots, many voices are a part of the infinite story. So plant your seed, and we'll catch you next time on the Pharside.